What's up, Scorpio? So I saved you guys for last for the love readings, but you know I love you, and you guys know I love getting really into your readings. So let's see what's going on in the month of March for your sign, okay? So this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? And I'm just going to do one spread, past, present, and future. At the end, I will give some separate advice for singles and then for couples, okay? And I'm going to pull you guys a Power of Love activation card. So let's see what's going on. I hope you guys have been well. I hope everything's good. I hope life is treating you fairly. So let's see. Let's dive into the world of Scorpio. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that you have here is the Hanged Man in the reverse. Now, with the Hanged Man in the reverse, there could be a sense of limbo that you're coming out of, but there's also a sense of you guys possibly forcing a situation that may not necessarily be the best for you, okay? We have the Nine of Wands here, so just exerting a lot of effort into something, you know, really just trying to stand strong, trying to be resilient, trying to see, you know, what will come of this, okay? And with the Hierophant, you know, I feel like this is something that on a spiritual level you might really be connected to, okay? Where you guys are really just trying to get through it as long as possible, or you're trying to get through it as best as possible. Now, it doesn't have to be, you know, forcing a situation with, you know, or just forcing a relationship in general. It could just be trying to force your opinion in a relationship, okay? So let's see what's going on. The first card that you guys have for the past is the Karma card upright. Now, in this deck, the Karma card just replaces the Judgment card, okay? So with the Judgment card upright, you know, you're taking a step back. You're looking at a situation in its entirety and really making a call, you know, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? How do I view this? And you have the Justice card. So, you know, maybe you were having legal proceedings, or maybe it's just a karmic situation that you were dealing with, or you guys just trying to find balance. You know, maybe something really good happens for you where it's like, you know, finally, you know, I don't have the short end of the stick. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this could involve a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? But with the Two of Wands, it's like you may feel lost with this person, but there's definitely something that you're trying to manifest here, and you're just trying to do it in like a very zen and calm way. All right. Now, the next card that you guys have for your past is the Six of Cups in the reverse. So you're either reconciling with someone from your past or amicably parting ways and, you know, leaving somebody in your past. All right. Star card in the reverse. So something that you just lose faith in, something that you decide to just retire and let it go. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you that were in a relationship, maybe this is you falling out of that relationship. For those of you that were just, you know, single, I feel like there's someone that you may have wanted to start things off with, but it just, you know, it might have not been what you thought it was, so you just let that go. And with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this could be a sense of you forgiving them forgiving you, but it could also be a sense of you guys suppressing, you know, the pain that you may feel in a situation. And we have the Hierophant. So whatever this was, you know, for some of you, maybe it's marriage. For some of you, maybe it's just a very strong connection or relationship. Definitely some sort of soulmate that some of you were dealing with as well. Whether it be a karmic soulmate, okay, a soulmate that lasts, a twin flame. There's so many unions. There's so many ways that we can, you know, involve ourselves with somebody. But there's something here that was just very unbalanced. Somebody was putting in more effort than the other. Okay, and we have the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups here, despite the pain that you may be in, you're moving in a way that you know is going to complement your higher self and your higher purpose. I feel like you guys are just thinking on such a deeper level. Okay, you're taking that water quality that you have, where you can just be more fluid with your emotions and more fluid with just life itself. Okay, just understanding things on a much deeper level and seeing that something here is not worth the effort in the past. In the present moment, you guys are standing your ground, okay? You're standing your ground against adversities. You're standing your ground despite the fact that maybe your heart and mind are not in alignment right now. Okay, and you have the Page of Swords. So some of you could be dealing with a Libra, I'm sorry, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. For others of you, you could just be speaking very, very directly about your wishes and, you know, your needs. By you guys standing your ground, by you guys telling it like it is and saying exactly what it is that you want, there's definitely a huge sense of happiness that could come here. For some of you, maybe you're standing your ground in a situation with an air sign because you're happy here, okay? But again, whatever you're standing your ground with, make sure that you're standing it in a way that you're not forcing anything that may not resonate, you know, with you at this point. Because with the World card here, there's something here that needs to be completed and finished in order for you guys to go to another phase. But before you go to that other phase, you have to deal with the fact that there may be something that is hard to move away from. It doesn't necessarily, you know, for some of you that are not in a relationship or, you know, you're moving away from a person, you know, because that could definitely be one thing. You're having a hard time moving away from a person. But this could be moving away from bad thoughts, moving away from, you know, self-doubt. Maybe you're having a hard time seeing your worth right now. It could be something just like that, all right? But for others of you, it could be you guys having a hard time moving away from an air sign or just feeling very cold within yourself, okay? Regardless of sign, the Queen of Swords will always pop out anytime someone is scorned or in pain or just, you know, they just don't want bullshit, all right? World card popping out again, guys. So you at least know that this is something that needs to be done. It's time for a new chapter. And you know what this new chapter is going to bring you? Love, prosperity, and even cash for some of you, okay? So with the Ten of Pentacles, this is the goal. So we can't get wrapped up in things that are happening now. We have to look at the big picture and say, okay, you might be fun, but realistically, where can we be in 5 or 10 years, okay? And I really feel like that's the page that you guys are on. All right. I'm not going to drop these cards because there's so many, but I'll acknowledge them for sure. So there's a relationship here that may have taken off very, very quickly. Okay, something that you guys felt really, really good about. But then a secret came out where you really saw the ugly side of someone or they saw the ugly side of you. Okay. Now let's see why this Ten of Pentacles is here. You have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is a card about arguing. This is a card about, you know, people just yelling over each other. When this card is in the reverse, you're not even listening to the other person. You're waiting for them to finish speaking so, you know, you could get your thoughts across, but you're not taking in what they say. So the communication is not good. All right, and we have the Emperor. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Virgo or an Aries, but for others of you, maybe you're not interested anymore. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Or maybe there's a situation where you're really, really happy and you may feel like the person's not as interested as they may have been. Okay. For a lot of you, even if there's a betrayal or something that falls out here, I see it in the future bringing in good things. Although you're not going to be able to see it now if you're in pain, okay? But for, you know, there's going to be some Scorpios on both spectrums here. Some that are in pain and some that are just getting over the pain and just moving on from something. All right? Going into the future, guys, the first card here is the Five of Swords in the reverse. You don't want conflict. You don't want bullshit. You don't want to argue. You're just not interested in anything that you have to exert that sort of energy. So if that's what it involves, you're guarding yourself. So you withhold yourself, you guard yourself, maybe you stay in more just to avoid any sort of uncomfortable confrontation. All right, and you have the Fool card. A new path that you have to take in life. Okay, you may not be left with much, but the beautiful thing about being in a place where you don't have much is that all you can do is grow. Same thing with, you know, hitting rock bottom in certain situations. When you hit rock bottom, all you can do is go up. So, you know, that's the good thing in this. But you're at a place right now where there's no worry, there's no stress, there's no anxiety. You know how you stop worrying about a cheater or someone that's not good for you? You let them go. You let them be someone else's problem. You put them out in the world for someone else. Okay, guys? When someone does bad things to us, it's just because they're in pain. All right? So wish them well, but release them because they still have things they have to figure out. The next card that you guys have is the Four of Wands in the reverse. So there's a sense of, you know, transition that you're going through, but there's also a sense of instability that you might feel. And any new start will always feel uncomfortable, especially if that's you being in a relationship and coming out of it. Okay, Hanged Man in the reverse. You could be unstable because you could feel like maybe falling out of this relationship was forced on you, or maybe there's a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you may really want, but maybe you're forcing it at this point. But, you know, with the Tower card in the reverse, there's just a catastrophe here that needs to be avoided. I really feel like there's someone here that's not as emotionally invested as the other. Someone here is just, you know, they're here for convenience and nothing more. They're here for the benefits that you have, for what you can provide them. All of this could be vice versa. So maybe you feel that way about someone where you know, this isn't going to be the person I marry, but wow, they make a really good lasagna, so let me just put up with them one more night, you know. So it could be that sort of thing. The last card, guys, for the future, Eight of Cups. Moving away from something that you were once very emotionally invested in, all right? Or someone moving away from you. Death card, all right? The end of a relationship, the end of a way that you deal with a relationship. Maybe you're ending a bad habit here and it's hard for you. But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the struggle's gone, okay? And with you guys ending what wasn't working for you, this is where you put yourself, the Empress. Anything that the Empress touches is going to be so beautiful. It's going to grow so beautifully. And what I love about the Empress, and especially from what I'm seeing with you guys, because I sense a lot of spiritual growth here, even though there may be a lot of pain. And just remember, spiritual growth cannot happen without pain. You need pain. It's the catalyst to amazing things. But what I love about the Empress is that you guys are in a place where you're ready, and you're ready to do something real. And you are well aware that with love, and, you know, things that you go through, you have to tend to it at every stage. And that's what the Empress does. She doesn't just plant a seed and walk away. She plants it. She waters it. She talks to it. You know, she covers it if the, you know, temperature is too harsh. She's there the whole time. It's that motherly love, but, you know, not towards your partner, but just, it's like, listen, I got your back. And I need for you to have mine. And if you don't, that's fine. Just let me go so that I can find someone that's going to have my back. So I feel like right now, if there's something that is not working for you, you guys aren't even going to, you know, I don't think you're going to exert too much. I think it's going to be just a, well, that sucks. And then you're just going to keep it moving. Okay. So let's see what is going on with singles. Let's get you guys 3 cards of advice. Okay, so for some of you, you know, there's going to be something really good that you, someone or something that you feel really good about love-wise, that you don't want any conflict here. But despite the fact of you not wanting it, it can still come, okay? There's something that you just wanted to move forward in a really, really good way here with the Wheel of Fortune. But with the Ten of Swords, it could be a path that has a harsh ending. Okay, now when you find yourself able to move away from this, even though it's difficult, look at what you have. You're one step away from finding your ultimate happiness, possibly a life partner, something that you feel good about, but there's something that you have to release. Whatever you haven't released yet, that's what's getting in the way of your happiness. Once you release that, whether it be a person or a bad habit, you got it. Okay? So there's something that you feel you didn't get victory over. And you're sitting here like, damn, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I give them another chance? Did I do something wrong? And you just have to decide, look, it just didn't work out, and that's fine. Some things in life don't work out. With the Queen of Pentacles, you know, maybe this was a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you were dealing with. Or maybe after you let this thing go, you can be going towards a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But there's something here that's really going to be solid for you. But you have something that's in the way, all right? So you kind of have to just get out of your car right now, move it to the side so you can keep driving, all right? As for your Power of Love activation card, let's see what pops out. All right. A card to single Scorpios. Ooh, here we go. Tolerance. You appreciate other points of views because you sense the love in everyone. Okay? So that's beautiful when you have that sense of tolerance, because that means you're definitely evolving in a spiritual sense, where you look at every person, and despite how pleasant or unpleasant that person may be, you understand that everybody has subjective views in life, and that we see life the way that we've lived life. And I think that you guys are in a place where you're realizing that there's some people that just do bad things because they come from a bad place. So you learn to tolerate it. You learn to be okay with it and to just be namaste about it, you know. But you're also in a place where you're not going to be in a relationship or around someone that you're simply just tolerating. You know that love needs a little just more than tolerance, okay? So you guys know what you have to do here. There's something that definitely has to just be cleared out of your way. All right, so Scorpio couples, let's see what's happening here. All right, guys, so this is just a warning to you, all right? There's something where you definitely may be in a relationship, whether it's good or bad. Now, despite what's going on in the relationship, you're not going to fix it going elsewhere, okay? So there's going to be something presented to you where you guys are going to have the opportunity to, you know, follow that temptation and, you know, possibly be with somebody else. Now, if you do that, guys, it will come out, okay? And it's going to cause a great deal of unhappiness where you're going to end up losing your partner and getting cut out if you choose to go towards that person. Now, everything that I'm saying could be vice versa. So, you know, I'm not sitting here saying, Scorpios, you're bad, you're cheating. No. It could be you or it could be your partner. And guys, with, you know, because I don't always want to say, oh, someone's cheating this month, someone's cheating this month. Infidelity could be much more than just, you know, sleeping with someone else or having another person involved. Infidelity could be, you know, promising a person, look, I know I'm going to get this done today. I've been promising you forever. Like, it's going to happen today. And you kind of put it off because maybe your boys hit you up or your girls hit you up and you take that over priority. All right? You can do an injustice to somebody without ever sticking a part of yourself inside of someone else's self. Okay? So there's something here that's going to be presented to you. All right? And if you go in that way where you know it's going to be unjust, it's definitely going to crumble the relationship to the point where it might not stand. Okay, and this goes for the cross watchers too, who are in a relationship with a Scorpio. You know, it's the type of situation where if you do it, you're going to lose a lot. So you have to ask yourself, you know, is it worth losing all of this? Okay. So let's see what is going on in terms of your love activation card and what's going to pop out for you guys. Trust. Of course you guys got trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Okay? There's a lot of noise right now. Okay? There's too much distractions. Maybe it's social media. Maybe it's you live in a busy area. You see all these beautiful people walking by all the time. There's noise, guys. Find a quiet place and listen to that hum of your soul. What is it saying and what does it want? And that's what you have to trust. Don't trust the outside. Don't trust, oh, you know, but their relationship looks so great on social media. Look, guys, we're here, especially when, and I say this to you all the time, social media wise and all of that, most couples, they're not going to show their shitty arguments or the fact that, you know, he didn't come home last night or the fact that she went off with her ex last weekend. Like, they're not going to show that. So you guys might be in a place where there's so much going on, okay, where you're not tuning into your soul and what you know to be true within yourself. Don't let the outside world distract you right now. If you truly love the person that you're with and you feel like this is worth fighting for, then fucking fight. Okay, fight and get whatever it is that you want. Because, you know, things could look so good, you know, on the outside. And I find that the mistake a lot of people make is that they will compare their relationship and where it is now and the struggles that they're in. They will compare that stage of a relationship to the honeymoon phase that they could possibly have with someone new. Guys, the honeymoon phase will always end. I don't care how beautiful, how handsome a person is. I don't care how much they tempt you. Just remember that that pretty face has fucked up shit too. Everybody has skeletons. Everybody has a shadow side. So do you want to lose everything that you have with your partner in order to deal with someone else's skeletons and bullshit? If you want that, by all means do it. Leave your partner, do them that favor. But if you actually want something good and you actually want to fight, then that's what you have to do. Okay? Relationships aren't always easy. So you have to fight through things if you feel that it's worth it. Okay? Because there's going to be shit wherever you go that you can't avoid that. I don't know one couple that doesn't go through it. But you have to decide, you know, am I going to fight for this? Am I going to be good and true to this person that has held me down for a while? Or, you know, do I want to be elsewhere? Okay? And if you just don't want to be in the relationship anymore, then that's something completely different. But if you feel like it's worth the fight, then I feel like, you know, the best way to fix a situation is not to turn your back and go outside. It's to close the door and turn back and just sit down and talk. And that's the problem. We don't talk as much nowadays. So I really feel like there's a lot of power that you guys will have this month with the direction that your love life goes into. Just make sure that you are not the catalyst to the damage that could happen. Okay? Scorpio, I love you guys. You know, a lot of stuff to think about here this month. And I will be back shortly with your mid-month readings. You know, hopefully I start recording everything tomorrow. But in terms of personal readings, there's two ways to get these personal readings. So the first way, if you guys are iPhone users, you can download the app called InstantGo. It's right in the beginning of my description, right below this video. So, you know, you could either text or call me. It'll come straight to my phone. We could chat. Okay, if you have a question, you can just text me your question. I'll respond same day. If I don't answer your phone call, I'll let you know when I'm available. For anyone else who wants a recorded video, so that you can, you know, refer back to it and go back to it, I have, you know, a list of emergency and standard readings. With the emergency reading, you'll get it within 24 hours, okay, excluding Sundays. But you'll get that within 24 hours, and it'll be a recorded version. For the standard readings, the wait time right now is about 4 to 7 business days. If I'm a day or two late, guys, you know, please don't try to rip my head off. I work a lot, and, you know, I'm always dealing with a lot of people. So if I just feel overwhelmed one night, even if I owe you the reading, I will put it down and just breathe, because I always want to be in a good space, guys, when I do your readings. So it's not that I'm being irresponsible. It's just that I really, really want to give quality. I'm not here to just rush things out. I'm here to really help you with your problems, okay? So I take what I do really seriously, and I love this work. And, you know, I wish it's something I would have discovered years ago. But if you guys do want that reading, you know, if you could wait the 4 to 7 days, then go ahead and get that. And a lot of people have asked me, especially for Android. I know that you guys, the InstantGo is not an option for Android users. But if you do want to talk to me on the phone, or if you want to talk to me through Skype, then you would have to get the hour reading or more. Okay, and the reason I do that is because it would just be really impossible for me to work, if I had to schedule or, match my schedule with like 100 people. I would never get anything out, and I'd always feel swamped and pressured. So I just like to be able to work, whenever I have the downtime or the ability to work. Okay, so if you guys want to chat with me on the phone, I'm happy to do that. Just make sure you're getting an hour or more. Okay, happy to help you guys, and that's about it. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope we make good decisions, and I hope that you follow your heart and your soul this month. Take care, Scorpio.